Everybody, and welcome back to DM Dad & Co. This week we're going to be starting a new mini series where I go over how to build different encounters that can happen in the Hoard of the Dragon Queen 5th edition adventure. I'm going to be starting with chapter 1, Greenest in Flames. We're going to be using a lot of different sets here for this one. We're actually going to be using the WarLock tiles, Dungeon Tiles 1, WarLock tiles, Dungeon Tiles 2, full height stone walls, WarLock tiles, Town and Village 2, full height wood and plaster walls, and we're going to be using the Town Square set from WizKids WarLock tiles as well. Now we're not going to be using all of the pieces from all of these things, and I will list down in the description below exactly which pieces and how many we used to make this build. We also will, at the end of the video, be decorating it and populating it with various pieces from the WizKids merchant set, as well as various minis that I have in my collection. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this first video is for Chapter 1 in the Hoard of the Dragon Queen, Greenest in Flames. What I'm going to be going over how to build is a small town section of Greenest that I came up with using, well, the tiles, the WarLock tiles that I had available to me. And this is going to be going over what I built for the first encounter that your players are generally gonna come into when they start playing the Hoard of the Dragon Queen adventure, the one called Seek the Keep. All right, so let's just go ahead and start building. Okay, so the first part is done. What we're going to be making is we're actually going to be making 4 different buildings and the road section that goes in between them. So the first building is done. We use the Dungeon Tiles 1 set to build this one. Now we're going to move on to the next one, and we're going to be using the Town and Village 2 set in order to make this one. This one's going to be a very small building, very plain. So let's go ahead and get started with that. That's it. Nothing fancy, just a quick 1, 2, 3, another building. We're mostly going to be focusing on the outside, the exterior anyway, when you run this encounter. So these buildings are more just to give your encounter space a good flow, a good feel, more realistic to it. But second building's done. Let's go ahead and make the third building. For the third building, we're going to be using the Dungeon Tiles 2 full height walls in order to do that. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, third building's done. We're going through this pretty quick. All right, one more building to go, and then we get to work on the street section. So let's go ahead, dive right in, and get on to the next step. Okay, building number 4 is finished. Now, all we have to do left is work on the street section, put it all together, and then populate this build so you can see what it looks like, what it could look like for you when you first begin playing the Hoard of the Dragon Queen 5th edition adventure. All right, so let me just show you all 4 buildings next to each other real quick, and then I'm going to move them off the table so we can start making the street section so we can start building that. And then once the street section is finished, I'll bring these back onto the table and arrange them the way that it's supposed to be so you guys can get a good look at that. All right, there we go. 4 buildings, real quick, real easy, nice and smooth. Let me take those off now and we can get started on the street section. All right, so table's cleared. All I got left are the tiles from the town square set, and I'm really excited to show you guys the roads and how this can be sort of put together. Now, this town square set does come with a lot of different pieces. It's pretty versatile, although it can be a little bit confusing when you put them together. There are some pieces that are very necessary to do, like cul-de-sac type end of the road things, but I'm not going to be using any of those today. This was going to be actually just a very simple crossroads, very simple intersection that I'm going to put together for you guys. So keep on watching, stay tuned, and I'm going to get this started for you. All right. All right, there you have it, folks. The cross street section is all finished. We have all 4 buildings complete and ready to go. Now, all that's left to do is for me to put it all together and show you what it looks like when we combine these. All right, stay tuned, and I hope you're enjoying this video. Alright folks, that's it. This is my take on the first encounter in the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. So let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Stay tuned next week for the next section of this mini series, for the next build that I'm going to be doing. Still all different types of builds in the chapter 1 Greenest in Flames part of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. All right, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be really nice. Again, thank you so much for coming to check out my videos. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe.